Hey guys, Tyro here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on the new Minsk pocket. Playing for you today, spawning in the north is Easy Win, Easy Life, playing as Soviets. And his loadout is mechanized support, garden motor, and shock rifle frontline. I imagine we'll be seeing a mechanized support, seeing as it is Minsk pocket. Also, guard's pretty good this patch. Teaming up with him will be Godfather, who's straight away gone for recon support. Interesting choice. I believe Godfather is Lemon, so I'm going to be calling him Lemon from here on out. Easy Win, Easy Life. I believe he's somebody from like the RT clan. I think this is an arranged team, but I had a bit of trouble figuring it all out. And in the south of the map we have Marksnus, playing as OKW, and his loadout is Luftwaffe ground forces, Overwatch, and Furestorm. And teaming up with him will be Rootid, who's straight away gone for encirclement. So let's have a look around the map. Obviously they've changed the tactical map a lot on this one. I believe there's now like an avenue up here, so you can get around here. So it's slightly clear movements. How's it? Okay, a little bit different around here as well. A few extra ramps and so on. Like the middle is maybe a little bit more narrow through here. And it looks like this is slightly extended. Any other changes? They've changed the cutoffs as well. Cutoffs here and here. Slightly easier to access these cutoffs now. Still going to be very hard to access cutoff, as is a hallmark of Minsk pocket. You know, first engagement going on here. It looks like Marksnus is going to lose this rifleman re-echelon combo. Re-echelon's extremely low, and it looks like we're having some pathing issues here. Oh, and down goes the keyboard. The new and improved, maybe not so improved, pathing. Biting Marksnus in the behind there. So this is going to be the last cast I do from pre-hotfix. I see the hotfix is due to come out shortly, so any replays that have been sent in between now and or before this hotfix, I'm not going to be casting. So unfortunately, all you who have sent in replays to be cast, they're just going to be in the bin. But I have had a look at the hotfix notes, and they do look very promising. Should address a lot of the issues caused by OKW at the moment. So that's very good. I'm glad those changes are coming. So we see Rootid going for 3 MGs, very heavy MG play. It makes me believe that he has indeed skipped his tier 1 tech. Interesting choice. You can use sprint on these MGs, so it does make them more maneuverable. It being a nice feature of this doctrine. Also pretty good to team it up with snipers. And I imagine after the changes, the hotfix changes that are coming shortly, where you can use G43s on stormtroopers, but also stun grenades. Probably going to be seeing this doctrine used quite a lot more in the near future. So we get to see a nice bit of nested MG play there for Rootid. Easy Win, Easy Life. Managed to get a flank off there, but the second MG covering the first MG's flank, and that push gets completely shut down there. All those constructs running all the way back to base. Did he lose a squad? Yes, he did lose one squad of combat engineers already. So that's not too good. Still, it looks like Godfather's doing some, or Lemon is doing some pretty good work over here on this side. But a big old blobberoo comes charging through and ends up getting the wipe on that rifle. There's a, I mean, I thought that was a pretty reasonable retreat time, but I mean, a blob this size Especially with those 12 damage Volks instead of 10, they just do so much more damage, 20% more damage now, and a blob that size ends up wiping that rifle squad very quickly, even with that quick retreat by Lemon. I need to turn my volume up slightly, apologies on the camera buzzing out there. So, as can happen in Minsk pocket, that pretty much split along this way. You see, this point hasn't even been capped yet, and now we're seeing a scout car coming up from Rootid. Honestly, this patch, if you're playing against Soviets, probably not a good idea to get a scout car. You know they're most likely to be guards. Of course, guards no longer have that dance that was plaguing them before, so they're much more effective. On top of that, with their pop cap being so low, so that will be changing hotfix, of course. An MG34 here from Marksnus, locking down the centre. Looks like it's going to pin both of those squads. Big engagement over here. But looks like Lemon's trying to return in kind with all his squads in one cluster. Oh, but he's about to run over this mine. Oh, that could have been so much worse there. What is that? Two men from that, 2 men from here. That could have been significantly worse. And nice manoeuvring here from the MG34 from Marksnus, moving it around. Going to suppress that blob. The pack outs are rolling onto the field now for Lemon. We see the Axis off to a pretty good situation in terms of map control. You can have the slight edge, of course. This MG causing all sorts of issues for Easy One Easy Life if he tries to come through here. He's pretty much not even contesting it. And now we're seeing the first squad of stormtroopers for Rootid also bring out a pack. Pretty good idea. Maybe expecting a Stuart. So this is around about the time you want to be fielding your pack, around the 7-minute mark. We're playing against US forces at the moment. Seems to be the most common thing. Scout car inflicting minor damage, but here comes some guards and conscripts. They do have the AT grenade research, so Rootid's going to have to be very careful with that scout car. It could very easily go down to guards and AT grenade. See, the Axis managing to cut off the allies here. That the cut off already coming into play here. That slightly revised cut off. Nice to see. And looks like this squad probably going to go down here on retreat. Depends on those DPs. Oh, but it doesn't matter. PTRS finishes the job.
Enemy forces are
So I think that's a squad wipe on each side. Apart ignoring that common engineer squad, that doesn't really matter too much. Losing the squad of them. You now see a sniper coming out. So that's a side tech. Easy One Easy Life. Snipers are pretty good on this map, of course. Maybe slightly worse now that it can be flanked along this route here, but still there's a big central lane which they can operate from. Lots of cover around as well, so have to see how the snipers get along. In fact, no, we're not seeing a Stuart, we're seeing a Greyhound from Lemon. Oh, this is a rare sight.
B-47 spun up and ready for reconnaissance flight.
There's a good spot here, forcing those Shrek squads away, not much to contest him. 222 did briefly come up for a look, but there's the captain on the field, so he's going to avoid that. Doesn't want to take those new and improved accuracy bazookas. You see the armor skirts on the Greyhound as well. Don't see much of this. Of course, this is a pretty rubbish doctrine on the whole. Ever since they nerfed the canister shot, used to be canister shot pretty much guaranteed one-shot wipes. But ever since then, just about nobody gets it anymore. Oh, look at that, unlucky. Max range there, canister shot missing. Generally you're better off just going for the Stewart and not wasting a doctrine. Doctrine pick on this commander. Does have a recon run of course, and these which do have very powerful, the artillery that these can call in is very powerful. So these increases the sight of your riflemen and the airdrop combat group. Very expensive of course, drops in stuff. 2 squads of paratroopers with random chances, sometimes they could drop with bazookas.
Pathfinders reporting in.
And I believe there's a bug in these paratroopers at the moment. I think they're like old paratroopers, and I don't know, there's some bug to do with them that makes them better than regular paratroopers. I know that the ones with bazookas come with tank hunting capabilities, but there's some other bug as well that I believe still in the game. They are different paratrooper models to the regular paratroopers, and they gain they gain like bonuses or something to do with officers on the field. I have to read up on that, but I believe that's still in the game. Don't remember seeing any changes to with that. The patch notes. So Greyhound's got to be very careful here. Got the Puma on the field. Because the Greyhound doesn't have stun shot, so it does have a lot harder time dealing with the Puma than the Stewart does. So he's trying to bait it forwards, trying to run it into an AT grenade. Not having much success so far.
The capture point is under attack.
Looks like a couple, no, not retreats. Not retreats. See the stormtroopers now with the SDGs. This gives them the access to the ambush camouflage. Finds a line on this Greyhound and manages to get away though, lucky. Here comes the captain as well. Bazooka's connecting. Rifleman trying to close in for AT grenades. Looks like captain's probably going to get another 2 bazookas off here. No, second bazooka does not fire. And the Puma's going to get away to safety. Very close engagement. Unlucky there for Lemon. 2-2-2 rolls. I don't know, what was that? Trying to chase the sniper there, got a bit greedy, runs straight into the Greyhound. As this combo, down it goes. Still managed to get a bit of bleed onto that sniper though, that thing is very expensive to reinforce. Oh, oh, that's so close to wiping that squad there, and lucky Rootid managed to react to that grenade there, otherwise it'd be about 300, what was that, 340 manpower down. Very costly. I'm also looking forward to playing this. Recently got gifted this doctrine by Jackass for Life, so I might be firing up a bit of encirclement after this hotfix rolls through. Maybe I'll have some better insights on how to use it once I've played it a bit more. Really looking forward to closing the pockets. It seems like an incredibly fun ability to use. So see, the allies seem to be doing a pretty good job. They're kind of pushing that Axis back. They're getting control of their fuel here. Axis in a bit of trouble. Puma honestly hasn't made as big of an impact as it needs to. Doesn't have much anti-infantry capabilities, and the Greyhound hasn't gone down yet. Oh, this is a rare sight, a flak panzer for Rootid. Not often you see a flak panzer for Ostia. Most people just tend to save up for the Panzer IV. It's not significantly worse anti-infantry capabilities once it's upgraded with the Ultimate machine gun and much better against tanks. That being said, the Greyhound doesn't have very good armor, so I think every single shot from the Flak Panzer would penetrate its armor, even from the front. It doesn't have to worry too much about the anti-tank capabilities not being up to spec. Now we need some of those machine guns to relocate themselves to the centre, try and push back this allied advance. We got a huge fighting force running straight down the centre. We've got 2 snipers, 2 guards, this, rifles. We got a huge army here in the centre. Axis are going to have a lot of trouble repelling this. Probably need some indirect fire in the form of a walking Stuka right about now. In fact, that's exactly what we're getting from Marksnus. Gets a bit of damage down. Didn't get too many kills, 7 kills. Down goes the Flak Panzer as well. Bad micro there for Rootid. So the Greyhound may go down though. Still in the firing arc of the pack. Down it goes. Allies continuing their advance though. Still got this MG. Try and halt it, but with 2 snipers on the field, that MG doesn't stand much of a chance sticking around. And 2 guards as well. Gotta pack that up. It's probably gonna go down here anyway. Close. Close call. So Allies in a pretty good spot to his map control with the Axis, doing some sneaky infantry deployments from this building, managing to gain control of the northern VP, so they don't have to worry about the VP drain too much. They are behind though. 375 to the Allies 448.
The troops await your command. Airborne assault is now available. Stukas and Fallschirmjäger are ready.
Enemy movement! On the flank! Send orders!
MG-34 taking a lot of damage from these snipers, probably going to go down here.
Assault is now at hand. The troops await your command.
Oh, we got some INR Pathfinders here from Lemon. Good choice, good choice.
Savage! Cover me! Orders incoming!
Contact! MG-42!
Got eyes on the shooter!
Oh, I thought I heard some Stuka
Prepare for
rockets.
combat.
It is cooled down though, so it's about due for another barrage. Imagine he'll probably try to target this, or maybe the centre. Nope. Like he's going for the AT gun. Oh, look at that! Whoa! Wipes the rifle squad and the M1. Looks like Lemon stuck around, got 2 Zooks on it, didn't want that being stolen, and is gonna, or maybe even salvaged. It's just gonna destroy that and run away. Yeah, idea. So now the map's looking a bit of a hodgepodge right now. Unusual spot. Got double this guns for easy win, easy life. Looks like he's not planning on taking up. He's just going to go straight for the 152. Still 5 command points away though, so he's got a long time to go. He's got a lot of fuel in the bank as well. Maybe ticking up would be a good idea. We'll gain you more command points. We'll give him access to the Katyusha, which will probably be required this game. So I'd probably start ticking up, and there we go. I'm down as tier 3 now. Ooh, we're seeing a tripwire flare going down there. And we're seeing a bit more of people using that, putting them on building doors. They're very hard to spot. I think that's 3 tripwire flares there. Yeah, they're very hard to spot, and sometimes if you place them out, like right outside a building door, you can one-shot a squad.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
There's a trick there. I mean, a lot of people put mines outside building doors, but sometimes you can do it even cheaper with those tripwire flares. I believe they're 15 munitions. 10 munitions. Well, there you go. Squad right potential for 10 munitions. You can't go wrong there. That's the bet 1 ability of the conscripts. I've been trying to use them more myself, but sometimes you don't have the micro to spare. Guards making short work of that MG. Oh, luckily there's another MG behind it for support. Ooh, some INR Pathfinder artillery goes down there. Looks like it might have wiped the Shrek squad. Looks like those rockets were off target. Looks like Stern Pioneers also might have gone down on that INR barrage there. It's the good thing about those INR Pathfinder artillery, very short time between the smoke and the artillery actually coming down. Doesn't give you much time to dodge. Pretty much the only good thing about that doctrine, honestly. The minute is starting to float a bit now. Has ticked a major. Don't think we've seen any attacks from him yet. He's gone also for 2 pack ounces. I think quite a lot of US forces play go 2 pack ounces. My last few replays and 2v2s. Seems to be quite effective, though you do have to be careful once the rocket artillery starts coming out. They are very liable to getting wiped by them. Oh, it's going to be a dead pack. You've got a Strug up here, but that's a Strug G. Doesn't have much anti-infantry capabilities. Does have the pintle mount on it, but this could probably go down to the stolen pack now. I know that Rootid is a fan of these Strug Gs, but I don't think there was much need for him to go for a Strug in this case. See Mark vehicle now going down. What's that? Oh, I thought that was Mark vehicle. Oh, we got double MG sitting up here, but the pack is gonna finish the job on the Strug. Looks like this may clear the pack though. Yep, and we've got 2 squads of stormtroopers coming up here as well. Sprint. And this may wipe this conscript squad if they don't get out of there ASAP. 2-man con squad. Liable to get wiped. And rocket artillery coming in somewhere. That uses the tactical advance ability there and gets the wipe on that conscript on retreat, so there you go. Ooh, we got 3 Zis guns. Interesting choice. I feel like when you do have this composition, US forces plus Soviets, it does fall on the Soviet player to try and get the majority of the anti-tank guns, because US forces anti-tank gun leaves a little bit to be desired, and it kind of doesn't matter if you get one decrued as long as your ally picks it up. So he's got to be careful with those. They will be a very juicy target for that walking Stuka. See, the allies in a commanding position in terms of map control. Could cause the Axis a lot of trouble going forwards. To easy win, easy life has very quickly jumped from 9 CPs to 15, so he's just got to save a bit of manpower up now, and he'll be able to afford that 152. No! What's he doing? He's actually going for a T-34-76. Why would you do this? He's so close to being able to afford the 152. I don't understand why he's doing this.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
What's he sprinting towards? Okay, we've got 2 stormtroopers here with the STG upgrades. They're using tactical advance, trying to wipe the captain. Do manage to wipe it. But they're not going to be able to claim that bazooka though. Oh, we got a missing ABP in the center. Haven't seen one of those for a while. Okay, so we've got the T-34-76, probably the most terrible tank in the game, rolling onto the field here. Takes one Shrek, just gaining a bit of veterancy on those Volks. Looks like he's making a beeline for the Stuka, which is still in base. And it looks like the Axis got the bad roll in the base. They do have bunkers instead of the flat emplacements. So this T-34 doesn't have to worry about taking damage from these emplacements. Stuka's trying to dodge the T-34. T-34's gone deep. Here come the two packs though. There's a marked vehicle on that Stuka. Pack's doing a lot of damage to the T-34. It looks like this is going to go pretty well. Puma, what's it doing? Needs to get in there for the final shot. Oh, but the T-34 misses. Of course it misses. It's a T-34-76. It's terrible accuracy, terrible penetration, just terrible tank. So an attempt to knock out the Stuka there, unsuccessful for easy win, easy life. I was wondering what the hell he was trying to do with that, but... And maybe, if we go to easy win, easy life, we'll see does that marked vehicle plane still give sight? It does still give sight. I know that some planes no longer give sight, but it looks like this marked vehicle plane does still give sight, so that's good to know. Still makes marked vehicle extremely potent. Ooh, this is maybe not the best time to use tactical advance. It means the stormtrooper is taking a lot of damage, and it looks like it doesn't turn off while they're retreating. Looks like it's still going when he's retreating. They're retreating extremely slowly there. I think that was the movement penalty from tactical advance. Still applying to the retreating squad. But yeah, generally you want this to use tactical advance when you're not being fired back on, because it does increase the received accuracy on your squad to the same amount that the accuracy it gives you, so you take as much more as you give, so you got to be careful when you activate it. Oh, we got close the pocket coming in here. Nice cut-off play here by the Axis. This could be devastating. Do all these sectors flashing. Oh, look at this Warhorn! Who's this Warhorn? No, the snipers go down too! Everything's still cut off. More bombs dropping. Ambulance is in trouble here. 152's trying to get out of the zone. Looks like these squads coming in now to the captured. I'm too excited. This close of the pocket was huge. What, so many squads. Almost wiping the ambulance. Looks like these two getting caught up on the pathing with the tree here. Oh, that ambulance just gets away. Bit of damage on the 152. Devastating close of pocket there. Just shattered Easy Life's infantry forces. Look at that. He's just absolutely obliterated them. One of the better closer pockets I've seen, and nice coordination from the Axis, the Fallschirmjäger being deployed, getting the cutoff here, and at the same time Rooted making a play for this one up here. Just a devastating use of closer pocket there. And just like that, the tables are pretty much turned. Axis now much closer to the Allies in terms of population size and map control. They've really got a commanding lead right now, which they need, because about 200 VPs behind. Need to start clawing their way back into this game. And that was exactly the way they needed to do it, with a bit of close pocket action. That was really good. That was excellent. Still got this walking Stuka on the field, up to Vet 2 now, and Tier 2s win against all the rate of fire bonuses. Tier 1 and Tier 2. So it's going to cool down as quickly as it possibly will from here on out. From here on it gains max range, the incendiary shots, which does not share a cooldown with the regular barrage.
MG-34 heavy machine guns are now
And
available.
just a bit faster. Oh, we do see an airdrop combat group here from Godfather,
Troops await your
or
command.
Lemon.
We're losing a
Looks like he got a Thompson roll and a bazooka roll. I thought that these guys had a AT snare of some description. Didn't look like it. Oh, maybe they did. Maybe it's just the tooltip that I wasn't paying attention to it.
Try to outflank him! Troop concentration! They got outrange! We're taking fire!
So I feel like Marksnus really needs to focus on these pack outs with his walking Stuka instead of just lone squads like that paratrooper squad before. It'll be a much safer and easier to hit target, also more likely to get your opponent's retreat points or other nearby squads.
One of our capture points.
Enemy infantry!
Oh, looks like the Axis. No, he doesn't have enough munitions for another closer pocket.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Those paratroopers. Oh, that's just a pineapple grenade. Okay. He also could have just got a roll with no bazookas and equip them with bazookas. I wasn't, unfortunately, wasn't paying enough attention. So also, where's that? Walking Stuka gets 3 kills on those rifles. Nothing too serious. Not a crushing blow by any means.
Pathfinders on station and ready for action.
Heavy engine fire! Capture complete! God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Promotion's in!
Looks like something went down there.
Cross our attack! Ground infantry!
Big Axis advance rolling through. We got the 1-5. Oh, it must have been the 152 getting killed there. Action on both sides. Einar artillery going down. Looks like Marksnus managed to dodge that. 152 in the center lane, but here comes a Strook. Strook should be a decent counter to the 152. 152 will still outrange it, but I'm not sure how the HE rounds go against the Strook's armor. Not sure how reliable they are at penetrating it. Strook does have less armor than, say, a Panzer IV. Marksnus continuing his advance, getting very close to Leo's forward retreat point. This could be trouble, especially if he's got that walking Stuka on cooldown. It is ready to go. He's got some pretty good scouting information here. This could be a devastating walking Stuka attack if he's aware of it. Where is it? Okay, it's still way back in base, so I
Valiant assault is now at
don't
hand.
think he's thinking about that at the moment, though he should be. Now it's Lemon's turn to make a big push. See munitions cache going down on one of the cutoffs, so that's going to prevent another devastating closer pocket like we saw before. We're going to have to
Guard the rifle infantry
maybe send a
squad are now
stormtrooper
available.
squad up there with a Shrek upgrade. Or maybe just some Volks with the Shrek. Try to wipe out that cache. So that's a good counter by the Allies though. Being aware of that close pocket now. Trying to avoid it. Don't want to have another devastating one where they lose most of the AT guns and all their snipers.
Target vehicle marking available.
That was just terrible walking Stuka attack there. What probably happened there is he probably used it when there was a squad there, but the Stuka actually had to close the distance, try to get a bit closer, and by the time it got into range to fire, the troops had moved. So it's something to keep in mind if your Stuka isn't actually close enough. Probably best not to just sit and forget. Uh-oh, Jackson coming in. Puma could be in trouble. Puma pops smoke. Looks like Jackson's gonna fire through the smoke. Misses though. Puma was very slow with that damaged engine. Not on the road there. So we've got double Stugs now for Rootid. It seems to be his go-to. Oh, look at that. Jackson, is that on the high velocity rounds? No. Doesn't matter. That maybe took an AT gunshot or something. Must have done actually, yep. Here's M1. That Stug's got to back off now, very low on health. Jackson plus M1. And a lot of damage.
Marking and targeting of vehicles is now available.
So right about now, Easy Win, Easy Life should probably be considering getting a Katyusha. They need to return fire with a bit of rocket artillery, I feel, against their opponents' infantry and team weapon blobs.
The enemy is reduced to 200 points. Guard rifle infantry squads can now be called to fight for the motherland.
Okay, so now we do have some shrieked up stormtroopers, or Rooted. I imagine he's thinking about trying to get another closer pocket running. Oh, here comes a devastating, potentially, once again, looks like it's not going to hit anything. I mean, that looked like it could have been so juicy, so close to all these squads, would have had such a low travel time. But just to end up being completely off target, and that's the last few barrages being completely off target. It's been on 27 kills for the last 2 or 3 barrages. Very ineffective with that. I think that's why the Axis is starting to struggle again. They need to start getting some big hits with that walking Stuka. And this 152 is starting to grind down the Axis infantry. Ooh, that was the Puma. Finally goes down to Jackson. Looks like it also may have taken some paratrooper bazookas. Oh, but that squad gets wiped by the S-mines there. There's a rifle squad. That's the 152 going Vet 1. 25 kills. That thing is that's putting in some major hurt. You can see it. Axis. Oh, tactical advance here. Or tactical assault. Paratroopers.
The capture point is under attack.
You can see it. The Axis map control continues to slip. Okay, it's finally Stuka connects, gets a couple kills there, 3 kills. Ends up forcing quite a few retreats, so it does quite a lot of damage, and that's exactly what the Axis need, a bit of breathing room. Try and regather themselves. But as I was saying, he shouldn't be targeting these Stuka barrages on mobile squads, should be targeting them on the team weapons, which are much less mobile. He'd probably be having a lot more success. Looks like Rootid is indeed making a beeline for that cache with the Shrek squad. Looks like he wants to set up another closer pocket. Oh, look at that double pack howitzer! Wipes that squad! Oh man, those were crazy good hits. And Panther doesn't dare go through. Looks like that was sent up there for a bit of protection for that squad, but man, that just got owned. I mean, there's no other word for it. It just got completely wrecked by that double pack house. Quick grenade coming out here. Decent dodge. Still, that squad has to retreat. A very large amount of damage. What? Is this a airdrop? Another airdrop combat group coming in for Lemon.
Unit upgraded.
two overs here as they land. They're going to take a lot of damage. And both of them got bazookas. I feel like that's probably the worst rolls. Also suffering a lot of bleed to these double overs. This airdrop just went horribly wrong, really. Ambitious. So the M1's going to be stolen by Marksnus. Oh, nice pack howitzer shot though. Oh, and then he wipes the obers with the tactical assault there. Oh, bit of revenge there. ISG ends up wiping the Vet 3 paratroopers with the Thompsons. Bit of revenge for that stormtrooper squad going down earlier. I know that was not Marksnus' squad, but a bit of revenge for his ally. Got a damaged engine now on the Panther. It looks like the Jackson's trying to shoot through the fog of war. Oh, we do have an M1 here. This should be being brought in, try and keep the Jackson at bay instead of just retreating. I think he's forgotten that he's captured that sender back for reinforcements. Jackson failing to penetrate the Panther though. It looks like he's just going to disengage here. Doesn't want to risk losing his Vet 2 Jackson. And probably a wise choice. Here come all the Strugs. Probably might have actually wiped that on just pulling back. 152 hasn't accrued many more kills. It was 22 or 25 last time I checked, now only at 28. Honestly, not too much to fire on. It looks like the Allies, the Axis, kind of abandoning the centre there because of that 152. Trying to play a bit more on the flanks. Got a nice squad here. And waits. Trying to use their camouflage. Ooh, and there we go. Going to try to use that tactical advance. Ooh, and it luckily hits that talon line there. A lucky pack howitzer shot.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Oh, it looks like the Axis do want to set up another closed pocket. Rootid trying to stop another cache from going down here. Also making use of that ambush.
We are receiving new orders.
Ambush camouflage. Doesn't want to lose the stormtroopers though to that 152. Not quite. Once again, using tactical assault here. I'll keep calling this wrong. Tactical advance.
We are in a dangerous situation. 100 points remaining.
Or is it tactical assault on the paratroopers and tactical advance on the stormtroopers? Need to pay closer attention to the names. What's that? Is that another INR Pathfinder artillery barrage? Oh, that's a Vet 3 MG that just gets totaled by that barrage. Okay, so Rootid has ticked up now. He's prepared himself a bit of rocket artillery in the form of a Panzerwerfer. So now the Axis definitely got artillery superiority. Now the MG's going to go down here for Rootid.
We have lost an MG team.
His infantry is looking a bit light. Oh, he's gone for a scout car. That's a
The enemy is taking our
unusual
territory.
choice. Panther's bouncing a few shots, a bit of damage. Well, this gun's now rotating. He's got to be careful with those, bringing them all in one big group. Stuka is on cooldown. Could has cooled down. It's ready for another shot. Playing very safe with the Stuka. Every time he's finished a barrage, retreating it back into base as well.
75 points remaining.
Axis in a tough spot here, down to 75 VPs. Okay, no, he's bringing the 222. Try kill the cache. Try go for another closer pocket. Looks like he's seen his stormtroopers up here. Somehow force a mass retreat using sprint.
A machine gun crew.
Oh, there's a mine right next to that squad. And he's going to wipe out those guys easily. Now going to switch targets. Oh, mine doesn't quite wipe the squad. They're trying to kill the cache. Oh, he's got a flamethrower on the squad. He's going to speed things up. Oh, and now the 222. He smells blood. But he goes to the ambulance. Jackson is not having a bar of it. They're now rotating, exposing themselves to just a myriad of this gunfire. Looks like he's going to get away. Oh, he's using the, what's this? Breakthrough. Speeding up his tank's retreat there, getting them out of harm's way. Desperately trying to wipe this cache, trying to get that close pocket running. But here comes a squad of conscripts. Looks like he may kill that cache. No. He's going to stick around for the cache, but I don't think he'll win against those Vet 3 comms. Oh, he's using brake supply line. And now he's using close the pocket. This could be devastating once again. He's got the stormtroopers in there. He's got the squad in there preventing the recap, preventing the regathering. Oh, look at this! Close the pocket! This gun's dead. Continues to rain down. Looks like the other one's in a lot of trouble. These squads here also in trouble. Oh, they have managed to reconnect it, so not too many more bombs should be dropping now. Looks like he's got a tank up here trying. Oh, but they both get destroyed. Engines run over the mine. .152 does heaps of damage to those 2 infantry squads. This Panther's taking a lot of damage from the Zis. That was a very lucky mine. I think he may still have had breakthrough active, so hoping to stop the cap there with breakthrough, but unsuccessful. Now have a King Tiger from Marksnus. Is having the majority control in terms of VPs right now. Mark vehicle going on the King Tiger. But only there's this. Oh, but he takes damage engine and that's going to put him out of commission for a while. What is this firing on? Should be firing on the Zis. Still kind of firing on the 152. King Tiger's trying to get away. Here comes another AT gun for support, but here comes the Zis and a stolen Rocket, and King Tiger needs to keep backing away. Still probably has line of sight from that plane. Mark vehicle plane. Whoa, which gets shot down there. And we can see that Lemon's forces have just got decimated in that close the pocket there. I mean, he lost his vet to Jackson at some point. A lot of team weapons here on the ground now as well. All those dead Zisses from that close the pocket. Rootid just about there, just about ready for another closer pocket. Almost 200 V munitions again. Got a Stug just about repaired. Probably going to try kill that cache. Go for another one. Also with this stormtrooper squad up here. And one more closer pocket could be the death knell for the allies. Their forces looking very weak. See Marksnus at 90, and neither of the allies anywhere close to that in their army size. I just imagine if they do recruit some of these team weapons, they will be in a much better spot. But as it stands right now, they're not going to have fun. Okay, so they are different. This is called tactical assault. This is called tactical advance. So no wonder why I was getting those mixed up all the time. Okay, so Stug up here probably should start working on this cache. Try to get that final pocket close roll. Allies just completely without map control right now. Axis got the triple cab running and those VPs are ticking down mighty quickly. Looks like Easy Win, Easy Life now going for a T-34-76. He's got a lot of fuel in the bank, and that's one complaint I do have about the T-34-76s. I mean, they did make it cheaper in terms of fuel, but at this point, at the point in the game we start to make it, fuel is almost never the issue. It's always manpower, and I'd rather it received a performance increase and increased its fuel again rather than in its current state. Continuing in its current state. So it looks like the Allies are going to go for some kind of crazy play with some medium tanks.
T-34 ready for combat.
Looks like Lemon has recruited all these team weapons. That's where all his manpower's going. Also fielding himself a Jackson. And Ogres and Stormtroopers very hard to remove from this part of the map. Two Stugs up here. As well as an MG. It looks like he's the Axis kind of not trying to play their hands, trying to make the Allies think that they could advance through the centre and they won't have to run the risk of closer pocket, but that is not the case. Definitely not the case. But the King Tiger has completed repairs, so that's going to return to the front lines. As I say, Panzerwerfer going up, been missing its barrages, but it's up to 15 kills. That's pretty respectable considering how late he got that.
We have forced the enemy down to 200 points.
Strokes now clearing out that cache, bringing the way for the pocket to be closed. Another squad of Stormtroopers.
Ready to move.
Nice sweeping there as well. So one part of the pocket, one part of the cut-off maneuver being set up here. Big old blob coming up here from Lemon. A lot of paratroopers. Here comes a Stuka barrage though, trying to shut this down. Perhaps some Panzerwerfer rockets as well. But those are largely off target. A little bit of suppression onto that squad there. I was behind heavy cover though, just tearing through these rifles. Also with that tiny bit of suppression there,
A capture point is being
the
overrun.
LMG paratroopers didn't stand a chance, unfortunately.
T-47 refueled and standing by.
Looks like the 152's changing ammo. It's got 3 T-34-76s amassed now. But there is a King Tiger up there, so... That's the problem with the King Tiger. It's got such heavy rear armor. T-34-76s have a tremendous amount of trouble penetrating the rear armor even. Oh, and there we go. Breakthrough being activated on the Panzerwerfer. Close the pocket activated once again. Bombs on the center. 54 is ramming the Tiger on its frontal armor. Stuns it, doesn't damage its engine though. One T-34 gets abandoned. Jack's trying to get to the rear armor of the King Tiger. Successful. King Tiger's pivoting around, making life hard for the Jackson. Pockets closed, doing a lot of damage. Jackson desperately trying to kill the KT, but I feel like the Allies are kind of resigned to the fact they're going to lose this one. Down goes King Tiger, but at the cost of 3 T-34-76s and a Jackson. And the Allies surrender. So, we got to see the new improvements pocket already paying dividends. Got to see those easier to access cutoffs really playing a big part in this matchup with the closer pockets, causing the Allies all sorts of issues. Also, kind of refreshing not to see an elephant or a Yag Tiger on this map. Happy about that. Also, interesting to see recon support, but ultimately perhaps wasn't the best choice. Anyway, GG. Well played by both teams. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.